Dear Warner Brothers, DC has always been great at making animation movies than Marvel. That is why I was hyped to see their latest animation called Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 2. The first part was released back in January, the second entry was released in April, and I believe the last entry will be released on July 2024. The entire run of the franchise made fans invested in the concept of the multiverse, filled with a large cast of superheroes involved in just one film. The showrunners know the material very well. Thus, explaining to the audience was easy. Every character is different, with their own personality and desires. If DC could translate their animation success to live-action movies, then they would be in a very good position to beat Marvel. When watching the movie, I could not find myself dozing off or losing concentration. I was locked in from the first scene to the last scene. The story was unpredictable just because there were many superheroes. It did not cause confusion in the stories. I found myself caring for each and every one of them. This is a good movie that was made. There should have been great marketing to make sure everybody watches the whole trilogy of the series. The movie should have been released into theaters to create more buzz. It will certainly have made more profits than its actual movies. DC should stop making live-action superhero movies and instead focus on animation movies. How many times are they allowed to strike out? How many times can they make less and less in the box office? How many times can they be seen as an embarrassment to the superhero genre community? They are constantly overhyping themselves about their future of its movies, but failing over and over again to deliver something worth watching. They consistently hire unqualified staff who do not know or hate the entirety of the superhero genre. For many who haven't read the comics that the movie is based on, here is the summary. The DCEU contradictory tales are seen as part of a multiverse that encompasses numerous parallel universes and reimagined versions of the characters, with the one serving as the main DC continuity. They came into being as a result of a device that eccentric scientist Croner constructed and utilized to peer back in time. These worlds are enumerated by a cosmic being called the Monitor, who has his malevolent counterpart called the Anti-Monitor, who originates from an antimatter reality. After being freed, the Anti-Monitor starts destroying several realities with a wave of antimatter, with the intention of fooling all realities alone. A group of heroes is sent by the Monitor beyond space and time to guard the unexplained devices that might hold the key to preserving the surviving universes. Moving from the comics to the movie, the superheroes try everything to protect Earth, but it is inevitable. They always lose. Superman, together with other superheroes with tremendous powers, do not have the power to protect the multiverse. Even Flash, with his power of time traveling, is incapable of finding ways to protect the ones he loves. The Flash keeps traveling to the future and using his super speed to create more futuristic machines that he believes could save billions of people, but it fails him when the time comes. The superheroes, by the help of the Monitor, do not give up. They constantly work together, find solutions and fight until their dying breath. A lot of superheroes that fans love meet their deaths in this movie, something that does not happen in Marvel movies. I recommend everyone to go and watch DC animation movies. They are seriously good, engaging. The characters are compatible with the comics. DC treats it animation with care and caution. There are a lot of serious moments in this movie. Unlike Marvel, not very serious moment is attacked by a joke. The superheroes are actually invested in their mission to protect human lives. Marvel should take some inspiration on DC animation movies. Speaking of the comics, the movie is based on the American comic book crossover narrative, Crisis on Infinite Earths, which ran from 1985 to 1986 and was published by DC Comics. The series, which Marv Wolfman wrote, is considered by many to be the greatest multiverse stories ever written in the superhero genre. The movie isn't without its flaws. The first one is that it does not end. The movie again left many audiences on a cliffhanger. This was the second part of the movie. It was supposed to end. If the movie is long, then the showrunners should consider turning the movie into a series. It feels like they are purposefully overextending the movies until people stop watching or lose interest. They constantly repeat the same concepts and ideas. A lot that at times it feels tedious, especially in the Destruction multiverses plotline. The superhero characters keep on changing, which makes the movie feel clustered and long. The movie should at least give its attention to a specific group of superheroes. The movie then again should not be this long. They should have found ways to remove scenes of the movie that repeat the same thing that audiences already know. Some scenes were very pointless. The second entry was not as engaging and well written like the first entry. The first entry started with a bang and ended with a bang, unlike the second entry. Overall, the movie was good. There was stakes, great plot, as well as urgency. The superheroes were working with less time, so there were no boring moments throughout the film. Warner Brothers, this was a very good movie. It is time to conclude the movie. Overextending does not make fans love the product even more. The animation, together with the fighting scene, was so good, especially involving Batman and Superman.